We all have our reasons for why we do the things we do. Some artists create art to become famous, some artists just want to make money, some create to become the best, whatever that means, and others just create because it makes them happy. Of course, you also have the ones who can't help but create, where it's an unstoppable urge, but you also have the ones that only yearn for attention and validation. But have you ever asked yourself what your motivations are? Why you are doing what you are doing? Is it ambition driving you today? Inspiration? Or is it maybe envy after looking through your social media feed last night and seeing how much more successful everyone else seems to be, how much more attention everyone is getting, or how much better everyone else is? Maybe it's all of it. Because sometimes the lines between these things are blurred and they work in tandem. It's never as simple as, I paint because I want to have fun, or I just want likes on social media. It's usually more like, I love to paint, and I want to make money, but I also want to have fun doing it, and I want what I do to be special, etc., etc. And then figuring out what to do and being happy and content at the same time becomes a bit of a wild goose chase. We rarely have just one motivation for why we do what we do. But paradoxically, we're always looking for one solution. One solution to a set of completely different problems. Making money, being famous, being happy, being the best. It's a bit like expecting your next meal to not only taste good, but to also be healthy, but also filling, satisfying your sweet tooth, cheap, but also organic. See where this is going? It's not impossible, but it's also not the brightest idea. You could be happy if you're able to find a solution to just one of these problems. That would already be an outstanding achievement. But if you're looking for a one-size-fits-all solution for these problems, you're pretty much guaranteed to feel miserable and frustrated all the time. But of course, we want it all. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, by the way, just close to impossible and a pretty safe recipe for frustration with how most people approach these things. We can't make a living doing only the things that make us happy. And not everything successful is fun doing. That's just the nature of things. This might sound a bit like I'm saying we can't have it all, but that's actually not what I'm saying. We can have a lot. Just not by doing only one thing. For painters, for example, this means whenever you sit down and ponder what you should paint, how you should paint it, or whether or not you should continue or do something else, you're automatically and unwillingly taking dozens of things into account. Will it sell? Get likes? Be fun? Look cool? Etc., etc. But here's something worth considering. Why not focus on addressing just one of these things and finding the best possible solution for it, and finding completely different solutions for the rest? I do this all the time, and if I didn't, I would probably never be happy or get anything done. But before we dive more into that, I would like to take a moment to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is a great online learning community where people like you and me can get creative and learn new skills. Whether it's drawing, writing, or making videos, you get to explore thousands of classes with super interesting topics, and one of the greatest things, I think, is that you can find some well-made and short introductions to super interesting topics, like color theory for illustrators. a fun beginner's guide to creative color. And at just $10 a month for an unlimited premium membership, Skillshare really doesn't break the bank. But since they're sponsoring this video, the first 1,000 who click the link in the description will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium. So, painting and creating art is my job. And I've been doing this for many years now. But as much as I enjoy doing it, I don't enjoy it all the time. At times it's exhausting, hard, and frustrating. And if I only painted when it was fun, I probably wouldn't be painting half of the time. Or get anything done, really. But I do. Because I don't expect every piece I create to solve all my problems or fulfill all my desires and wishes. Not every painting has to be a masterpiece and get attention and sell and be fun, let alone all of it. It just has to check one of these boxes, ideally, because sometimes even that doesn't work. But checking one box at least is a whole lot easier and more realistic than checking several. Once you stop trying to solve everything with your next painting or your next piece of art, things suddenly become a lot easier and a whole lot more manageable. So what it comes down to is this. If you want to have fun, then paint what makes you happy. If you want clicks and likes, then go ahead and paint, or better yet, draw Disney-style illustrations of cute girls. But whatever it is you want, don't expect your painting or creation to check all boxes and solve all your problems. If you are making Disney-style illustrations of cute girls and you want a lot of online attention, well, then yeah, that works. But if you're doing the same thing and you're hoping to get into gallery shows and to show your work in a museum, well, then I'm afraid you're likely wasting your time. If you want to have fun painting, well, then you first have to forget about everything else. Forget about ego, forget about all the haters out there, forget about looking good. And most importantly, forget about social media. And then you just paint what you enjoy painting. Which brings me to good old Mando here. I'm not painting this to revolutionize art or get millions of clicks or views, nor does it have to pay my bills. This painting really doesn't have to do anything more than just be fun. If it resonates with people or someone buys it, great, even better. But right now, when I'm painting, I'm not thinking about any of that. If it's attention you're looking for, you of course have to paint visually striking things, either by painting things that are loud and scream for attention, or by painting things that resonate with the majority of social media and internet users, which are kids and teens. But on the other hand, if you want your art to sell, you might want to stop chasing likes and attention. Because again, the majority of internet and social media users is young people. Not exactly the right demographic when it comes to art collectors. Or you gotta stop overcomplicating things, because the people who buy art aren't necessarily fine art connoisseurs. Most of the time, they're just regular people looking for nice things to brighten up their life. So, are you painting the wrong things right now? Well, maybe. Depends on what you're painting it for and what your expectations and goals are. But whatever the boxes are that your next creation has to check, chances are pretty high you'll end up disappointed and frustrated if it's too many. This isn't limited to painting, by the way. Doesn't matter if you're creating art, writing books, making YouTube videos. If you figure out what your priorities are and then focus on individual goals and problems one at a time, things will become not only much easier, but also much more likely to be successful. The fewer boxes your next painting or project has to check, the more likely it is to deliver. Simple as that. Friends, thank you all so much for watching. If you made it this far into the video, consider subscribing to the channel and giving the video a like. Good old Mando here is now available in my shop if you want to add a badass bounty hunter to your collection, or just fill a blank spot on your wall. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, or get a look behind the scenes, or just support the channel because you're an awesome human being, there are a number of ways you can do so. Namely a Patreon campaign, with a bunch of cool rewards. But alternatively, you can also head over to my shop and grab yourself a print. But with that being said, guys, we're gonna bring this video to an end. Special thanks to all patrons of the channel for being so amazing and making these videos possible, and thank you all out there for watching, guys. Please hit like, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and yeah, have a good one.